Hi everybody, Courtney here from How to Loom Your Dragon. And today we're going to be doing a very special tutorial. This is going to be very exciting for me because I used to love this character when I was a kid. I used to play all the games, and that is Spyro the Dragon. So that is what we're going to be making today, everybody. But I'm going to let you know right now that this should not be your first project because it is difficult. In fact, this was more difficult for me to design than any of my other tutorials, including the Great Leonopteryx. Like this, he gave me such a hard time that I literally just wanted to throw my loom across the room. But I did not do that. And I worked with it, and finally I got it to work. So hopefully this tutorial will go well, and you know, you'll be able to make him without too much trouble. But you should understand basic looming. Okay, this should not be your first project, and I'm going to try to go slow for you, okay? Also, I am going to be doing the entire thing with you. Instead of telling you to go back and remake something, I'm going to be doing everything with you. So that's why this video is really long, or will probably be very long. So you can go to the end of the video and see what he looks like, and see if you want to make him. You're going to be needing a lot of bands for him, though. And we actually do need 2 looms, okay? I have one here because we're going to start with one, but we do need 2 looms, okay? I know that is disappointing for many of you because many of you only have one. And I attempted the tutorial 3 times with 1 loom, and it just ended up being too confusing that I feel like if I did it with 1 loom, that I would get a lot of, people wouldn't be very happy because it would be very difficult to make. So it's a lot easier to make with 2 looms, so that's what I'm going to be doing with you. Alright, so this is what you're going to need for this project. You are going to need, like I said before, you need 2 looms. If you have some holding hooks, crochet hooks like this, we're going to use those to hold body parts. But I would recommend that you do not use these to loom because they will likely snap your bands, as I learned previously. So if you have the Rainbow Loom metal hook, that is the best hook to use. You'll also be needing about 360 purple, or the main body color. Okay, I know Spyro has several phases and changes color, so you can do whatever color you want. I'm going to just be doing the basic purple. You'll also need about 220 of the yellow for his horns and his spikes and part of his wings. Okay, you could also use mango for that. That's pretty accurate as well. You need 24 white for the claws. You need 3 pink bands for the tongue. You need 150 orange or red for the wings. I'm going to be using orange. And if you have some gold bands, I'm going to be enhancing his horns and spikes with gold. So you'll need about 14 to 22 of those. If you do not have gold, you don't really need to add the gold on, so that's up to you. You can use a different color. And also for his eyes, I'm actually going to be using beads. Okay, so if you have 2 beads like this, you can find packs of about 100 in most dollar stores. That's where I found mine. I'm going to be using these for the eyes and then drawing the eyes on. So if you do that, you'll obviously be needing markers as well to draw the pupils. But I will show you how to do the eyes with bands as well. So if you do eyes with bands, you'll be needing an additional 4 white bands and 2 black bands. Okay, everybody? So let's begin. We're going to start with the horns. So we're going to take 3 yellow, okay? 3. We're taking another 3 yellow. And 3 more. Okay. Then we are going to double loop single yellow. So 1, 2, get these out of the way. 3, 4, 5 times. I'm going to cap it off. When I cap off, I grab 1 band, put it on the peg, and I am going to wrap it around to creating 5 loops on the peg. If you can only get 4, that's okay, but if you can get 5, that's even better because it will make the horn look sharper at the tip, which is what you really want. Alright, we're going to make the second one, so let's go to the other side. 3 yellow. 3 yellow again. 3 yellow again. Now we want to double loop single yellows. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. And again, capping it off by wrapping around 5 times, creating 5 loops on there. Alright, we're going to loom these horns, so you should know basic looming if you're doing this. I told you that. You're going into the peg under the capping band, grabbing the double looped bands, and we're just going to loom up the whole row here. Alright, grabbing all 3 here. It's just basic looming, guys, basic looming. I'm going to do that on this horn as well. And you don't want any of these double looped bands to break. So hopefully none of mine will. Unfortunately, if anything breaks during this video, I have to fix it, and I do not have editing software, so I'm not able to edit it out. So you'll have to deal with it if that happens to me. Alright, so now I'm going to use a holding hook, and I'm going to take them off. Okay, so here's one. Here's 2. Okay. Alrighty. So we have our 2 horns. Now we're going to make some spikes. We're going to start by making the small spikes because he has bigger ones on his head and smaller ones on his body. We're going to start with the small ones. You're going to take 2 yellow, followed by a double loop single yellow. And like we did with the horns, you're going to cap it off, wrapping it around 5 times if possible. Okay, we're going to make 7 of these. So there's 1. Again, we're taking 2, then a double looped. Cap off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now for our 3rd one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4th one. 5th. Alright, number 6. And here's number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have 7. We're going to loom them all. Okay. Hopefully none of these double looped bands will break. If they do, we just got to try it again and fix it. I'm going to take a second holding hook to take off the ones that I finish. Once I finish them. Okay. You don't really need a holding hook, but it makes it easier to attach them later. Oops. Alright, so I have my 7 little spikes, and now I'm going to make 3 larger spikes. I'm going to drink my coffee, so I have energy to do this because I did it 3 times and failed. Alright, so for the larger spikes, we're going to take 3 followed by a single double looped yellow, followed by another single double looped yellow, capped off same way we capped off the other one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times around. Alright, so we're making 3 of those, so here is the second one. 3 bands followed by double looped, and cap. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, and again. So 3 bands, double looped, wrap around, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, alright, so now we're going to loom these guys. And I'm going to, really? Okay. Ooh. Alright, and then you're going to, I'm going to put those on the same holding hook that the little ones are on. Not that it matters. Just put them on any one. Okay. Alrighty, so I got my spikes and my horns, and now I'm going to be working on the top of the head. So, alright. I'm going to grab one of my large spikes, okay, onto my hook. So I'm going to take it off my holding hook and put it onto my looming hook. Oops, make sure you get through all those loops. There's 6 of them. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take 2 purple bands, or whatever body color you're using, put those on the end of your hook and pull the spike onto them. Ouch. Okay, now what you're going to do is that's going to go right here. Make sure your loom is in the offset, so the middle row is off, doesn't matter, higher than the other 2 for now. Alright, then we're going to take 2 more purple, and we're going to go diagonally this way, and 2 more going diagonally the opposite way. Okay. Now I'm going to take another large spike off of my holding hook and onto my looming hook, and another 2 purple bands onto the end, pull that spike onto them, and again that's going to go right here. You know what? I'm not going to put that spike on yet. Sorry, guys. I'm going to take that off, and I'm just going to put the purple on. And I'm going to do... I'm sorry. I'll put a note in the video to skip to this point. Okay, so we've made this, the horns and the spikes. We're going to take 2 purple bands and put them right here. Make sure your loom is in the offset. I'm going to go diagonally here. Diagonally this way. Straight down. So all these are 2 bands at a time. Okay. I'm going to go down again here. And then I'm going to go down here. And here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the eyes. So if you have the bead like me, this is what you're going to do. You're just gonna stick it onto 2 purple bands, and you're just gonna lay it on like this. Alright, but if you do not have beads, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna take a white band, wrap it around your hook 4 times. Maybe I'll do mine without the beads. I don't know, we'll see. And you're gonna take black, wrap that around your hook, creating 4 loops as well. Then another white, 2, 3, 4, okay, and then you're going to, yeah, you know what, I'm going to do mine this way, I think. I'm going to be different. Put 2 purple bands on, and pull your eye bands onto them. Now if you want to stay with the beads, that's fine. He ends up looking really adorable with bead eyes. But I'm actually going to just do mine with the bands instead and see how this turns out. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So white, followed by black, followed by white, followed by 2 purples, pull the bands on. I'm going to lay that on like this. Alright, now we're going to make some eyebrows. This ends up giving him a pretty cool effect here. So I'm going to take a purple band, wrap it around 4 times like I did with the eyes. I'm going to do that 3 times. So here's the second one wrapped around 4 times. And a third one. Okay, and I'm just going to take a single band and just pull them all onto that single band. Put that on this one first. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing here. So single band, pull the bands onto the single band. Put your ends on the peg like that. Rush, boing. I'm going to cap off the tip of my head here. So I'm going to cap off, I'm going to wrap around 4 times. 3, 4. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on his big horns. So this is how I'm going to do that. I'm going to take the holding hook with my 2 horns on. I'm going to double loop a purple. Pull a horn onto that double looped purple. And I'm going to attach that to the middle peg and to the angled peg. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. Make it so the horns are facing opposite directions, so don't make them both curved to the same side. Make them curved opposite. Okay, so this will go here and here. So now they're going to be curved opposite directions, which is good. Okay, I'm going to take a single band and put it across like this. Actually, no, I'm not. I don't need to do that, now that I think about it. Alright, okay, we're going to start looming, and as we loom, we're going to attach some of those larger spikes on. Okay, so I'm going to go under the capping band in the head, and I'm going to grab the top band, which is the eyelid band here. I'm going to grab the next single band, which is this one. Make sure you grab the right ones. You might have to dig a little bit. Go back under and grab the 2 eye bands for this side. Go back and grab the 2 eye bands for this side. Okay. Then the final 2, what we're going to do here is we are going to grab one of our large spikes. Here, I'm going to put a hook through this to hold it for a moment. I'm going to put a large spike onto my hook. And I'm going to use that same hook to grab the purple bands. And I'm going to pull that spike onto those purple bands and then wrap those loops around this peg. Okay. I'm going to do that with the next one as well. So I'm going to go all the way under and grab. Actually, first let's put another large spike onto your hook. Then go under and grab those 2 bands. Okay, and once you grab them, then you're going to move that spike onto them, and then you can loom them up like that. Okay. Alright, cool. Let's go up this side now. So we're going all the way down, grabbing the bottom 2, looming those, then grabbing the next 2, looming those, going all the way down here, the bottom 2 here, looming up, And grabbing the bottom two here, looming up. And then I'm going to grab another one of my large spikes, the final one, onto my hook. I'm going to go all the way down and grab the bottom two bands. And once I pull them up, I'm going to pull that spike onto them, same thing I did before, and put that right here. Okay, cool. I'm going to grab a white band. It doesn't matter what color you use here because you're going to take it off eventually. And I'm just going to tie off my end here. So put the white band around all your bands and just do a little tying knot here. Then you can pull him off, pull the head off. Okay. Now the eyebrows are kind of stuck inside, so you might want to push, you'll have to push them out like that. And my guy's pupil is a little small here, so I'm just going to spread it out a little bit. Okay. So now we're going to work on, and the reason why I did a white, a black, and a white instead of a white and a black and moving the whites over is because they'll get messed up later. Or at least they did for me, so that's why I did it like that. But later on you can actually change it, and like if you take one of the white bands off, you can grab two white bands and move them over to the other side of the black, and it'll make his eye look more like an arch, which ends up actually looking pretty cute. That's totally up to you, so. Okay, anyway. So now that we've done that, I am going to do, actually I'll show you that right now because I think that would actually be cuter. So I'm going to take off the two white bands on the inside. Just like bit them off. This is, so you might want to watch before you do this in case you don't like it. But so what you're going to do is you take two of the white bands and just move them over to the other side of the black. So you can lift them, use another hook to grab the black and move the black the opposite way. Like this. Which actually looks cuter in my opinion, so I'm going to just do that. So again, I'm taking two white bands onto my hook, pulling up, and then I'm going to grab my other hook, go under that bridge, and pull all the black bands through the white. That's totally up to you. Yeah, and then you can undo that. Pull them close together like that. So that is totally up to you if you want to do it that way or not. It's cute. See? Okay, now we're going to work on the jaw. Alright? So I'm going to take a double looped purple. Okay. Another double looped purple here. Another one 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 here. Okay, now I'm going to take 3 purple bands onto my hook and I'm going to wrap them around twice like this. Okay. I'm going to take a double looped single purple, pull that onto the double looped, put my edges like that, just like that. Okay, so you have your chunk of purple in the middle, your ends are around these 2 pegs. I'm going to double loop a purple band, make a triangle like this. Now we're going to make our little tongue. So you're going to take 2 pink followed by a capping off, 4 times. So wrap around 4 times. Loom up. We're going to leave that there for a moment. I'm going to begin looming, so I'm going to grab this band and I'm going to bring it up and around that chunk of purple. And up again. I'm going to go up the side here. Also here. And here. Grab the tongue. Put the ends right there. I'm going to loom up. Okay, I'm going to take my white bands. I'm going to tie off my ends here. Okay, and I'm going to pull off this. This is the jaw. Okay, cute. Very cute here. Okay, now I'm going to work on the upper part of the mouth. So, and the neck. So we're taking 2 purples here, 2 more here, 2 more here, 2 going diagonally here, 2 going diagonally here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 going diagonally like this, 2 going diagonally like this. Okay, I'm going to grab one of my small yellow spikes onto my looming hook. I'm going to double loop a purple, put that onto my hook and pull it on. And I'm going to put the ends between this peg and this peg here, okay? And you can face that up. Alright, I'm going to do that again, so grab another small spike, another double looped purple onto your hook, pull that spike on, here and here, pulling up like that. Okay. Now I'm going to grab the top of my head that I made before, and this is the part where it's a little bit not really confusing, but difficult to do, or challenging. I'm going to go through the 4 purple loops that are being tied off by my white band, okay? And I'm going to wrap those around this peg so that... Oh wait, no, I'm not doing that till the end. I'm sorry guys. See, I changed this design so many times that whatever. Sorry, we're just taking 2 purple bands and putting them here. We'll be using that head in a little bit, but not quite yet. Okay, once I've done that, now I'm going to take my lower jaw and I'm going to go through the middle set of purple bands here. So make sure you're through the purple loops, and you're going to wrap those right around this peg here. Okay, just like that. I'm going to take 2 more purples, and I'm going to put those from here to here. And once I've done that, I'm going to kind of, this is tricky here, you want to go through this set of purple on this side, the same side as these bands, and you want to wrap those around this peg. Make sure you're going through the loops, not between the loops. Otherwise you'll be really sad later. Okay, like that. And 2 more purple going diagonally this way. And then I'm going to be taking the other end that's tied off and wrapping that around right here. Okay, and then you can kind of just push the jaw down like that. It's very important to make sure you put the jaw on like that and not after you do these bands, okay? You should have done it the way I just did. Okay. 2 bands here to here. And 2 here to here. And 2 here to here. Alright, now we're going to go down the sides, so 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and now we are going to double loop here and here, and then we're going to take 2 more here to here. Alright, now I'm going to take a single purple and I'm going to put it across like this as my horizontal. I'm going to take a double looped single, so double loop it first and then put it across like that. And now I'm going to take about 5 or 6 purple bands onto my hook. Okay, and I'm going to wrap, so I'm going to put them on and then I'm going to wrap twice like we did with the bottom jaw, like that. And then I'm going to double loop a purple onto my hook, pull that set onto it. I have to pull on a little bit at a time, whatever works for you. Okay, and lay the ends between here and here. Okay. Alright, I'm going to loom up this one first, so you can kind of try to get that chunk of purple in between, like that. Okay. I'm going to loom up again. I'm going to go up the side here. And I'm going to go up this side. Okay, now I'm going to grab my head. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread apart my eyes, and I'm going to go through the capping band in between the eyes. I might have to dig for it a little bit. Alright, so the circular capping band between the eyes, and what we're going to do is we're going to wrap that capping band around this peg very carefully. Okay, this is the tricky part here. We're going to loom, we're going to go down, grab the 2 bands to loom, but what we have to do is we have to stick the whole head through these 2 bands, so you have to, like, this is tricky, and hopefully it'll work. You gotta, like, just kind of work it for a minute and just get everything through. And then once you've done that, then it's going to look like his head's on backwards because his eyes might pop out the bottom. But don't worry about that. Just make sure it's through and then loom that. Okay, then we're going to loom the next set here. Then we're going to do this set over here, so go all the way under the jaw bands and grab the bottom 2. Whoops. Okay, and then we're going to grab the bottom ones all the way on this side too. Okay. Then I'm going to loom these 2 on the neck, and as I do that I'm going to be attaching another spike. So you have to go, you can turn the loom on the side here, make sure you go all the way down to the bottom, grab the bottom 2, and as you go up we're going to grab one of our little spikes. Actually, no, we're not. Never mind. We're going to put that right here. I'm just going to loom it over. See how much I changed my design, guys? And once we've done that, we're going to grab, you have a tied off end on your head. You're going to go through the loops there. Okay. And this we are attaching right onto here. Okay, just like that. And now we're going to go down and grab the top 2 purple, loom those over, then the next 2, loom those over, and then we can do these 2, and these 2. See, I told you I'd try to go slow, but I'm not really going slow, am I? These 2, and these 2, and then we can loom, finish off each column here. So those 2, and those 2. Whew, what a challenge. Alright, and as usual I'm going to tie off my ends with white bands. Just tie off these 3 ends, and I'm hoping that he came out okay. We're going to see. This is kind of like another trial that I'm doing while filming. So roar. Alright, this is a very thick set here, so you might want to kind of use your hook to help you get them off instead of just pulling them off, because you don't want to break anything. So that one here is going to be difficult. And the eyes are going to be inside the head of mine. Alright, so the eyes are inside the head. I'm just going to pop them out, back out from under here. And then I can take off the white bands on the jaw. That. Now if the eyebrows are... You can take the eyebrows off if you don't like them, but I'm going to leave mine on because I like the look. So, okay, so there is his head. You can kind of just maneuver things around, make sure, like, adjust it if you want to. Figures that one's all twisted up. So there is his head. It looks like he's got no brain, but you can kind of tie a band in there and tie things together if you want to. So there is his head. And let us now, so we took off all the bands except for the ones at the end of the neck. Oh, and the horns are poking through the wrong side, so let's get those through the right side. Spikes should be poking out the back of him, like that. Alright, cool. So now what you can do if you have some gold bands, you grab a gold band and you kind of wrap it twice around the horn and push it down. I'm going to do another one there, make it thicker. Don't fall asleep, Spyro. Push it down because he's got like these rings around his horns in the newer versions of the video game, so I'm kind of just doing that. And then you can do like another one. I'm going to wrap this one around 3 times, push it down a little bit, like to here. Okay, I'm going to do another one. Like that. Kind of just adjust him as you want to. He's cute. Alright, so I wish the eyes would poke out a little better. Here. There's probably a way to do it, but alright, so anyway, now let's work on the, what are we doing next? We are doing the front legs now. My coffee cup has a leak in it somewhere. That's just great. Alright, front legs. So what we're going to do is we're taking 2 purple bands at a time here. 2 at a time, unless I say something otherwise. Alright, now I'm taking 3. Okay. Now I'm taking 2, no, a double loop single. Double loop single again, double loop single again, double loop single again. And now I'm going to take 3, and now I'm doing a double loop single like this, double loop single again, double loop single here, double loop single here. Now I'm going to do a double looped white here, double looped white here, double looped white here. And I'm going to cap off each of these white bands with more white bands, wrapping them around 5 times if possible. And so create a sharper toenail. Okay, I'm going to loom this one first. So loom the white, and then the purple, then the white here, then the purple, then the white, oops, then the purple. I'm going to go all the way down here and grab the 3 bottom ones, and those, and going up. Alright, I'm going to be attaching an elbow here. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking a purple band onto my hook, creating 4 loops with it, then taking 2 purple bands onto my hook and just pulling that onto it, reclaiming the ends, and I am putting those ends right around this peg here, just like that. Okay, I'm going to loom here, I'm going to loom this set of 3 here, then this set of 2, and this set of 2. And I'm going to tie off with my white bands again. So this is going to be one front leg. Okay, use your hook to help you out here so you don't break anything. Okay. Alright, so we have one front leg like that, okay? Now I'm going to do the other one. So I'm going to take, we're doing this one opposite, so 2 bands like this, 2 bands down, then 3, then double loop single, then double loop single, double loop single, double loop single, then 3, then double loop single, double loop single, double loop single, double looped single. Alright, now we're going to do our white again, so double looped white, double looped white, double looped white, and capping off each of these whites, wrapping around 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, looming this guy first. Oops. Okay. White, then purple, then white, purple, white, purple, purple. Alright, and now again we're going down, grabbing the set of 3. Go up, go up, go up. And then we're going to be making our other elbow, so wrap a purple band around your hook 4 times. Then grab 2 purples onto the end and pull that on. Reclaim your end and wrap those right around here. Okay, loom up. Then go all the way down, grab the 3 bottom ones. Then these 2 and these 2. Okay, tie off. We're getting there, guys. Aha. We got a long way to go yet. Alright, cool. So we have 2 opposite front feet. Okay. Now we're going to be working on the back feet. So we're taking 3 bands, 3 bands again, 3 bands again, 3 bands again, okay, 3 bands again, Now we're doing double loop singles. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Now grab 3. Now we double loop single, double loop single, double loop single, double loop single. Now we're going to do white, double looped white, double looped white, double looped white, cap off each one, wrap it around 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Loom up this one first, then this one, then this one. Okay, now I'm going to go all the way down here and grab the bottom 3, open those up, then these, then these, then these. Let's make our other elbow for the back leg. Wrap a band around 4 times, grab 2 bands, pull that onto them, reclaim. That goes around these loops here, and we're going to turn it. I'm going to loom this up all the way down at the bottom 3. What is that? Okay. Did I grab the right bands? I believe I did. Oh, that's why. Okay. Then we're going to grab the top 3 here. This one, and we can do these. We can do these. And these. Alright, again, tying off our ends. Big shocker. Okay. Okay, and let's do the final back leg. Don't get them mixed up with the front legs. You'll see that the top of the leg is a little bit thicker than the front leg. Alright, 3 bands again, diagonally like this. Oh wait, no. Sorry, like that. 3 bands again, like this. 3 here. 3 here. 3 here. Double loop single once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Then we want 3, 3, double loop single, double loop single, double loop single, double loop single here. Alright. Now again we're doing the white, so double looped white, double looped white here, double looped white here, tying, capping off, wrapping around 5 times. So much for going slow, huh? Alright, I'm going to loom this cloth first. Then this one. Then these. Double looped ones. We're going to stop here and make our final little elbow thing. Wrap a purple band around your hook 4 times. Grab 2 single purples onto your hook. Pull that on. Reclaim. And that goes right here. Okay. Loom up. loom these 3, then loom these 3, and these 3, these, and these. Okay, I'm going to tie off my ends again. Pull that off. So far this tutorial is going better than the other 3, so hopefully it'll continue to not be messed up like the other ones. Okay. Alright, so we got our 4 legs now. Yay! Okay, now it's time for the wings, which means we need our other loom. So we're going to connect our 2 looms together in the so it looks like a rectangle, so they're not offset. Okay, so just kind of take your time and put them together however you want. Alright, so once you have, I have extra pieces because I have 3 looms. If you don't, you can figure it out how to do it. Alright, time for the wings. Oh boy. Alright, we're going to take our time with this. This is going to be awesome. Okay. Alright, we are taking 2 yellow bands at a time here, starting on the 3rd. No, that goes here to here, sorry. Extra stretchy. Okay. So 2 at a time. This one's extra stretchy. Where those 2 are, because we're 2 at a time. One, two, three, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, alright, whatever. Okay. Alright, I'm going to be using orange for my wing color. You can use like orange or red. Anyway, I hope you saw what I did here. Sorry if I moved it down. So pretty much I just did 2 at a time, like that, okay? Alright, now I'm taking 2 here. Two, 3 times, so up to here. And then I'm putting 1 here. Okay, 2 diagonally. These are all 2 at a time, all 2 bands. Alright, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a single yellow band and I am going to stretch it across all 5 of these, like that. Okay? And then I'm taking 2 more orange from here to here. Okay, now we're going to go down some more. Okay, now I'm going to take another yellow band and I'm going to stretch it across these 5. And now I'm going to do 2 here. And 2, oh wait, 2 here. And 2 coming here. That. Actually, let's put, not that it matters, but let's put these 2 down first, then these 2. There we go. And these 2, and these 2. Oops, that one's going to break, so I'm going to put a new one on. Just like that. And let's go this way as well. Oops. Okay, I'm going to take a yellow band and tie off my end here. 4. You can wrap it around 4 times, is fine. Take an orange band and wrap that around this end. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this end. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now I'm going to make a claw. So I'm going to take a yellow, wrap it around my hook 4 times. Then take a double looped yellow onto my hook and pull that on. This can also be done on the loom, but whatever. Another one. And then I'm going to take 3 yellows, pull those on. Okay. And this I'm going to lay all those loose bands right around that peg there. And now I'm just going to take orange bands and just stretch them across all these. Single orange bands is fine. Down here I'm going to do a double looped single right here. Okay. Alrighty, let me just make a note in my notes here, because I changed just a couple of parts of my design. 1 moment. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to loom. I'm going to start here. I'm going to do these 2 first, and then these 2. Alright, then I'm going to go up and do this set of orange, and this set of orange. Okay. Now I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to do the top 2 orange, go up. Oh, this diagonal set of bands, we can take that out. I don't know why I have that in there. Take out these 2. Why is that there? I'll just replace everything again. Sorry, I don't know why that was there. Okay. Anyway, so continue. Then we can go grab the top 2, which belong to this guy. Okay, and then all the way down, grab the bottom 2 for this guy. Then we can continue going up here. Okay, here we're gonna again go for the top 2 here, and then these. Spyro, what are you doing? These. Okay. Now I'm going to go all the way back down to these yellows and do these two. Then, without catching the double looped horizontal bands, I'm going to grab the two orange and loom those up. Make sure you don't grab any of the horizontal bands during this. Okay, go all the way back down. Yellow, then, whoops, two orange. Okay, all the way back down again. Okay, and as usual, tie off your end here. Actually, no, we're not tying it off. We're grabbing 3 more yellow bands, putting them onto our hook and pulling those through like this, and then we're going to tie that off. That's what we're tying off. Okay, tie off that set, like that. Alright. Okay, now we can take off the wing. Hopefully it looks okay. Hopefully. Who knows, right? Cool, it looks awesome. Alright, so we have one of Spyro's wings. Yeah, that's cool. That's pretty sweet. Okay, we're gonna make the other one now, okay? So, let's do that. Alright, so the other one we're making opposite, so that the stripes are gonna end up on the other side. So just follow me, we are starting with 2 bands. Bear with me if I have to pause and make sure I'm doing this right, just because, hold on. Just because my diagram is mirrored, so I might take a moment to make sure I'm doing it right. Okay, so 2 yellow bands like this. No, 2 yellow bands like this. 3 to the yeah, like that. Okay, see, even sometimes I have problems with symmetry, and again, we're doing 2 yellows at a time. So just continuing like this. 3, 4, 5, going down 5 times. Then I'm going to take 2 more, and we're going to stretch it out like that. And 2 more like this. 2 more here. Okay, 2 more here. And also 2 here. Okay. Alright. Now we're going to take our orange again, or red, whatever color you're doing. Here. Here. Whoops. Here. Whoops. There. Here. Go down, go diagonal, go diagonal. Okay, now we're going to take a yellow band, and like we did with the first wing, we're going to stretch it out. Stretch across like this. Okay? And we're going to take 2 orange and put them here to here. Okay? I'm going down here 1, 2, 3, 4 times. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to take 2. I'm going to go like this. Okay. And I'm actually going to put those under these two. Not that it really matters. But yeah, do that. Put those underneath these. Okay? Just so you're on the same page as me. Okay, then we need 2 going like this, and then we're going to put another yellow band across those. Yellow. Okay, then we're taking 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. Whoops. Like that. And we are continuing down here. Spyro. Spyro the dragon. Alright, cap off your end here. I'm wrapping it around 4 times. 2, 3, 4. And here. 1. Ooh, that one's gonna break. Let's do a different one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, let's make our claw. So again, grabbing a yellow, wrapping it around your hook. What did I do? 5 times or 4? 1, 2. I did 4. That's interesting. Alright, 4 times. Double looping. Single band, pulling that on, reclaiming. Double looping another single band. That, and then we are taking 3 yellow bands. So 3 yellows, pulling them on. Okay. We are attaching that right here. Okay, we're going to put on the rest of our horizontal bands now, so grab your orange or red, whatever color you're using. Okay, and again a double looped single here to here. Alright, so let's loom these first. These 2 and these 2. Okay, and then we want to do this one up here. Do this guy. Then we're going to do this one up here. Okay. Yeah, okay, cool. You go in here, grab your orange. Okay, and these 2 and these 2. Okay, then we're going to go up here. Here. And here. Here. Here and here. Alright, go all the way back down to the bottom. This one. And you want to do the orange. Oops. There we go. all the way up to the top. Now we're going to go all the way back down and do this yellow guy, and then the orange guys here. And then this guy. Okay, again, we are now going to take 3 yellows and pull them through this end here. We claim, and then we are taking a white and tying off. Okay, and now we can pull off the wing. Alright, so now you should have 2 wings that are opposite of each other, okay? Like that. Okay, boys and girls. We're doing good so far, and I'm proud of you for coming this far. But now we're going to work on the main body, okay? So first I'm going to change my loom a tad. So I'm going to take off one end, and what we're going to do is we're going to take the 4th column and move it up, 5th column, move that up. You have to change around some of your connecting pieces. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Alright, so you have 5 rows now, and you have it as a triangle, sort of, and it's offset. Alright, so now you're making the body. So, just follow me here. We are going to take legs are attaching. Okay. We're taking 2 purple bands at a time here. So 2 there, 2 here. 2 down, 2 down, 2 down, 2 down. We're going to take 2 and go here, and here. Okay, I'm going to grab one of my little spikes that are left. Okay, onto my hook. I'm going to take a double looped purple band onto my hook, and I'm going to pull that spike on, and I'm going to lay that right across this peg here. Okay. I'm going to take another double looped purple and put it across these 2, and another one is going to go across these 2. Alright, now continuing with the 2 purple at a time, going down. All the way to the bottom. Okay, so 2 purple at a time, just go all the way down. Okay. Now we're going to go 2, 1, 2, 3, 3 sets. Okay, so 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. Okay. Same thing over here, so 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. And same thing, I'm just going to go down. Okay, so down all the way. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, taking 2, going diagonally like that. 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. No, that's not right. Like that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. What in the world? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So what did I do wrong? Whatever. I don't know what this thing's being weird. Just follow me, people. Oh, that's what I did. Yeah. Okay, we're taking these two and we're bringing them down to there instead. Sorry, guys. I'm like I'm like, what is going on? Like, I have like a, I don't know. And we'll fix the other side too in a moment. Alright, so let's fix this side. So we're just taking these two, pulling them down further. So put these two on, then these two, then these two. Okay? So confusing. I don't understand. Okay, now I'm going to attach my head. Actually, we're going to put our horizontal bands on first. So take single purple bands, and we're just going to do that first. So we're making our triangles. Up to here. Now we're going to do the other side. Okay. We're going to attach our wings now. So you're going to take one of your wings, okay, so that we're going to attach them so they're like this. So I'm going to stick my hook through the ends in this wing. Oops. Make sure you go through the right loops. Don't go through the wrong side. Make sure you go through the same bands that the white band is going through. Then you're going to take a single double looped purple onto your hook and pull the wing onto that. And we're going to lay those bands here and here, okay, just like that. We can kind of just rest the wing there temporarily. Or should we do it? What do you think? Hold on, I'm going to see if I can do it so the wing is actually... There we go. Arg! It doesn't really matter. I'm just being a perfectionist here, so just put your wing on. Because if you wire it, it's not gonna matter anyway. You don't like double-looped bands. They're annoying. Okay, just like this. Okay, so it's kind of angled down instead of up. Alright, cool. So let's do the same thing on this wing, too. So hook through the loose ends. Take a double-looped purple band onto your hook, pull it on. And we are attaching those ends to the same middle peg as the other wing, as well as this one, okay? Kind of like that. Alright, now, we're going to attach our front legs. So remember, your front legs are smaller, your back legs are more bulky at the top, so make sure you grab the right ones. And we want the little elbows to face the back of the body, so make sure you attach them on the right, correct side. So, kind of just lift the wings up for a moment. So I'm going to go through the top set of bands here and attach that onto the same peg that I attached the wing on. And then I'm going to go through the next set and do the same thing. Doobie-doobie-doo. Okay, so now I'm going through the set. Okay, make sure you go through the loops, attach them, and hopefully this won't turn the leg backwards, because that would be really sad, actually. Upside down. Yeah, I guess we'll find out. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, hook through these loops onto this peg here, and onto the next peg too. If as we're looming I find out that we attached them wrong, then I'll fix it. Okay, and then the back leg, make sure your elbow is facing the back. Look through. This goes here, and the other one goes here. Okay. Let's do the other leg. This one goes here. Make sure it's not twisted. Okay, and now we want to attach the head. So we have our 3 loose ends at the neck, which are going to go onto these 3 pegs, but I'm only going to attach the middle one first. So I'm going to go through the set in the middle and attach that first. Alright. Now once I've done that, I'm going to loom the first set here. Okay, and the second set to the other side. And I'm also gonna do the next set here and the next set here. Okay. Oops, I grabbed too many bands there. What happened? Oh, I grabbed the wrong bands. Okay. Alright, so then once you've done that, then we're going to attach the other 2 sides. So I'm going to go through here, attach that right onto this peg. But I didn't get around the right bands, it looks like. Let's try that again. Make sure you go through the loops. Through all the loops. Oh, by the way, we are attaching him so his head is right side up, not upside down, in case you were wondering. Okay. Alright, now once we've done that, I'm going to loom up this one here. Okay, so I'm grabbing the bottom 2 bands, looming those up. Then I'm going to grab these 2 and loom those. These. Okay. And I'm going to go up this side too, so this end. I'm pretty sure I attached the legs right. Don't worry if the white band gets in the way, we're going to bite that off later. I can loom this guy up to the leg here. Okay. And let's see. Okay, cool. So we're going to also loom up here, up this row. In fact, we can go all the way. Ooh. Okay. We can go all the way up to here. Okay, so go all the way up to here, and then you can stop. Alright, let's do this row here. So, again, I'm going to go all the way down and grab the bottom 2 bands. Loom those up. Then go down and grab these 2. And these 2. These 2. These 2. Stop there, because now we're going to go up this row here. Lift up the leg so it's not in the way. Don't worry about the tying bands being in the way. Just pretend they're not there. Okay. And here. Looming here. Here. And one more here. Okay. So now I'm going to go up the middle row, but we're going to put on some more spikes as we go. So, this is the next one. Okay, so I'm going to go make sure his head's still around that middle peg, and then you want to go down and loom the bottom 2 there. So it should be a nice, neat circle in here. Okay. 2, alright, one more, 3. Okay, so I loomed up to here. And now I'm going to attach a spike. So grab one of your little yellow spikes, put that right around that peg there, loom that up. Okay, I'm gonna go one more. So 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we're going to attach another one. Right here. Okay. Up. And then we can just go up now. Okay, I'm going to tie off with a white band here. Actually, I'm going to grab a set of 3 purple bands instead. It's going to make life easier later. So just take 3 purple bands. Really? Never mind, just do a white, because now it's going to be stubborn and annoying, because it came off for me. Okay. Alright, so now I can take it off. It's always so nerve-wracking, this part. Oh, oh cool. Yay. Ah, I love them! Yay! Okay, we're going to take off all our tying bands except for the one at the tip of the tail, okay? So you can take off all the other white bands. And then all we have to do left is the tail and the stomach. And then it's up to you if you want to wire him or not. Wiring helps pose the animal, and I like to wire mine. If any of the white bands are stuck underneath the bands, you can just bite them off. Okay. If you attached your body parts correctly, they won't come apart when you take off the bands. Okay, so now we are going to be working on his tail, but first I'm going to add a little cute effect to his wings. So I'm going to grab a gold band and I'm going to tie it around this claw. The claws on the wings a couple times. Oops. It just helps to like enhance the way it looks, you know, with some gold on. It's always a cute effect. Hold on. My computer went silent on me. Okay. So, yeah, so gold band. If you don't have gold, you can use another color, or you don't have to do this at all. I'm just kind of enhancing the claws here. Okay. And then you can even, I'm going to even put some around the base of the wing here, where it attaches to the body. I'm going to probably put like 2 or 3 there. Just because it like makes it look cuter. Like in the video game, he's got like these rings around certain parts of his body. So that's kind of like what I'm trying to do here. Whoops. Okay, so just like that. And you can even put some around his other spikes if you want to. Anyway, so I'm going to work on the tail now, so let's do that. Tail time. Alrighty, so for the tail, we're going to take a double looped yellow. Actually, we only need 1 loom now, so I'm going to take off the second one, just so it's less distracting for you. Okay, let's work on the tail. So, I'm going to take a double looped yellow, like this, followed by another double looped yellow, followed by 2 yellows, followed by a double looped purple, another double looped purple, another double looped purple. And now I'm going to take 2 more yellows. I'm going to go from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, from here to here. I'll take another double looped purple, just put it there, and then once I've done that, then I can put yellow here. So 2 yellows there and 2 yellows here. Okay. Let's cap off each of these yellows. I'm just going to wrap it around 4 times. So capping off each of these little stick out things with another yellow. Stick out things, I don't even know what they're called. Okay, and okay, going back to the double looped purple. Alright, now I'm going to take 3 purple at a time. Through here, through here, through here, through here, through here, through here, through here. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to grab my Spyro and I'm going to stick my hook through the loose ends on the tail, so this can be a little bit tricky. So all the loose ends that are being tied off, I'm sticking them through those loops. I'm going to grab 3 purple bands and I'm just going to pull those 3 through that. Okay, and once I've done that, I'm going to place those right around this peg here. Alright, I'm going to loom the next set up, and here I'm going to attach a spike. 2, 3, 4, 5. Loom up the next set. Okay, attach another spike. This is probably your last one. And then we're just gonna loom up here. Okay, I'm gonna stop right here, and before I go any further, I'm gonna loom these things. So I'm looming all these, but I need to start on the other side. So I'm going under all these capping bands and looming these yellow bands down. Okay. Here I'm starting with the wrong side. It doesn't matter really, but I'm just a perfectionist and gotta do the same side each time. Careful with this guy, you don't want it to break. And we are tying this off with another yellow. Okay, tie that off. Here we can carefully use our hook to take off these ends. Be very careful as you pull this off here. Alright, so there is Spyro's tail. Okay, I'm just gonna, what should I do here? I'm gonna change something really quickly with my tail because I messed something up. So you don't have to change it if you don't want to, but I put too much purple in instead of yellow, so I'm just adjusting the tip of it, just redoing the tip. But that is totally up to you. Sucker, get on there. Don't worry about what I'm doing. I'm just adjusting something really quick. I'm turning the tip of the tail into yellow instead of that purple color because oh my goodness, really? Okay, I can take this off. There we go. So my tip looks better now. Okay, anyway, so with that empty band, you can, I'm just going to leave it there hanging, but you can tuck it in to the body if you want to. Cool. I'm going to take another gold band and I'm going to put it at the end of the tip of the tail here, just right here, to give a little effect here. Totally up to you. Okay. And let's do his tummy. Okay. So grab your loom and we are turning it into back to triangle here. Okay. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to take 2 yellow bands. Okay, so 2 yellow, followed by, whoops, 2 yellow again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again. I'm going to go all the way down with 2 yellow at a time. But I'm going to stop here actually, because we're going to put some little stripies on him. Alright, so see what I did there? Now I'm going to take a gold, and I'm going to double loop it and put it like this. Okay, and now I'm going to go down with yellow again, so 2 yellow, 2 yellow here, 2 yellow here, 2 yellow here, grab a gold, double loop it, again, 2 yellow, 2 yellow, 2 yellow, 2 yellow, grab a gold, double loop it, 2 yellow, 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 going like that. Cap off my end, wrap it around 4 times, Now we're going to just take yellow and we're going to double loop and we're just going to put them across the rest of the pegs that we didn't put the gold ones across. Like that. And now I'm going to take some purple bands and just watch what I'm doing. Laying one here. This is stomach attachment. I'm going to lay 2 here on this one. Whoops. And I'm going to lay 1 here, and 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 2 here. Just like that, okay? And now I'm going to loom as if those purple bands aren't even there, but you don't want them to come off, so just be aware of that. Oh. Alright, and I'm going to tie off with another purple. Okay, you can pull it off. You can turn it around and you want to pull your bands out to the sides. The ones that have 2, just pull 1 on each side. Like that. And you have a little striped tummy. So now we're going to take Spyro. We're going to turn him upside down. And we're going to lay the stomach on. Okay, just so it's right nice and centered. Okay. The tied end you can put at the top or the bottom. It doesn't really matter. I have mine at the top. And all we're going to do is connect the stomach. So this is how we do this if you've never done this with me. We're going to take our hook and we're going to go, let's start down here. Whatever, it actually doesn't matter. We're going to take your hook and you're going to go into a set of bands in the body that is underneath the loose band sticking out, and you're going to pull the band through. Okay? So I pull mine through. Looks like 4 bands there. So that's what we're doing. We're just pulling it through. Okay? Doesn't matter exactly which bands you pull it through as long as they're pretty much underneath the loose bands. This one you can even pull it through the leg to help bring the leg in, or we could wire that later. It's up to you. Take your time with this. And you can kind of go around and just make sure they're staying in. Okay, once we've done that, I'm going to start. Doesn't really matter which one you start with. I'm going to start with this one here. You're going to put your fingers through it, then you're going to grab the next one. You're going to put your fingers through that one, grab the next one. Fingers through that one, grab the next one, fingers through that one, grab the next one, fingers through that, grab the next one, fingers through that, grab the next one, fingers through that, grab the next one, grab the next one, grab the next one. Oh, I forgot the one at the top. tied band, you can just pretend that's like one of the other ones. Grab the next one, grab the next one, and once you reach the last one, what you can do is tie it around the leg or whatever body part is right by it. Okay? Then you can squeeze him a little bit and he'll pop. Looks like he's sleeping. Get your eyes out of there. And then I'm going to, if you want to like wire the legs up so he can stand up, that's up to you. I'm going to wire the wings definitely. So I'm going to use 16 gauge for him. I usually use 20 gauge for the little guys, but this guy I'm going to use 16. I'm just going to stick it through the row of yellow in the wings and just try to get it as evenly through the wing as possible. Okay, once I get it through one wing, I'm going to actually stick it through and have it come out the other wing. So I'm sticking it into the other wing. This is the good thing about the 16 gauge wire because it's thicker, so it's easier to push through, but it's also sharper, so there's a better chance of your bands breaking with this kind. So I don't like to stick this kind through double looped bands, but you can actually get it through and have it be okay. And by the way, I use bead landing wire. Find it at Michael's in the bead section. It's coated with, well, they have different colors. I'm just using the black because that's what I have. Because that's what I bought for my toothless, because it matched the scale, so I'm just using black. It's probably not the best color for this guy, but oh well. Alright, so you poke it through both wings. You can pull it through, and then you want to kind of stretch the wings out a little bit. So I stretch my wings out. I'm going to bend the tip of this side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it back into the wing in a different spot. So don't stick it back through the same bands it came out of. Stick it through different bands. Okay. And then you can kind of adjust this a little bit, pull it. And then you want to cut the other side. And then his wings are bendable and posable, which is nice. Okay. We can also pose his neck if we want to. I think his horns are actually supposed to bend backward, not forward, but whatever. You can stick wire in his horns too and pose them. Why are your eyes hiding, Spyro? Get them out of there. You're so cute. Hi, everybody. You can even take off some of that eyebrow and... Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wire up his neck and his legs. So if you want to be done, you can be done. If not, do whatever you want. Okay, I'm just going to wire up the rest of him. So, yeah. So for the neck, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of go into the face. Go through the face, down the neck. And you want to kind of go, I'm going to go through the stomach as well. It's always good to go through the whole stomach. And pop out the back. And we do the same thing, so you bend it over. If you want to bring it even through the tail and pose the tail too, You can totally do that. Maybe I should do that, actually. Should I pose his tail? Nah, I'll do that later. And then again, stick it back through a different bands. Go through. Okay. Pull it up. I'm gonna see if I can actually adjust the eyes a little bit. I don't know why they're staying so far in the head, but once I fix this, that is okay. See if I stick my hook through the eye bands. So I stuck it through the eye bands and then through some bands on the nose. Let's see what happens if I like pull a band through. This is like experimenting. This is something I do a lot with Rainbow Loom. This was totally not planned, so don't break. If I like tie it. I don't know. No, I don't like that. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out a way to make the eyes pop a little more. It's probably something so simple, but oh, that kind of worked. Okay, so I stuck a purple band through all the loops in the eyes. Okay, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, what should I do? Should I wrap it around the horn? Let's see what happens if I wrap it around the horn here. Wrap each end around the horn without breaking the band. Yeah, I mean, it kind of worked. It pulled out the eyes a little more. So you can kind of just fiddle with it if you want. Except now he's got the wires sticking out of his face. Grr. So see, I probably shouldn't be fiddling this while I'm filming, but oh well. Alrighty, so there is your little Spyro. And then you can wire his legs and make same way you did with the wings, so you'd stick a wire up one leg and down the other, and same thing there. So it's totally up to you if you want to do that. Okay guys, so you can kind of just play with him and make him look how you want him to look. Okay? So I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial, and I know it wasn't perfect, but I really tried my best, believe it or not. So yeah, look on Facebook and post pictures of him there, and I look forward to seeing what you guys create. Okay? So have a good one, and I will see you for the next tutorial.